So here's a question that I have for you. One, you realize that I am now apparently paid off by KSI, and I'm on his payroll so that I make videos to make KSI.
Yeah,
look
of course.
better. You know this now.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm actually gonna check my phone and see if the wire if the transfer came in.
Did it run through?
Yeah. Good. The monthly Wade kiss my ass money just came in from KSI. So I made my video yesterday on Dillon Danis in KSI,
Yep.
and I posed the threat, and you're gonna laugh at me, but I posed a threat as to why Dillon Danis may be a problem for KSI. And people are saying that I'm doing this because I am trying to big up Dillon as an opponent when KSI is going to smash him. I don't genuinely believe that KSI is going to smash him. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of what you said in our last show with the breakdown, and you said, this is going to be an ugly fight. It's not going to be one that fans like. It's going to be a lot of clinching, a lot of holding. I tend to agree with you. And in fact, if you're a Dillon Danis fan, you kind of want that. Now, the reason that I say that is because I went all the way back to my gravest mistake on YouTube. I am making the same comparison that Ben Askren was in when he fought Jake. Now, hear me out.
Yep.
It's the same strategy. The strategy was sound the first time. If Ben was not 39, hip replacement, didn't give a shit, came in overweight, it was a sound strategy. It really was.
I can't say nothing. I was right there with you.
We were
so
there,
I
bro.
can't-
And I'm saying, if you're a Dillon Danis fan, you have to accentuate your strengths. You can't be a boxer if you are not a boxer. You can't do it. Right? You can't fake being a boxer.
Yes. No, and it's not going well for Dillon though, because I know we reviewed his sparring footage, but he was just in a street fight.
That's the problem.
And if you look at some of his instincts, his leaning back and then looking for the one shot, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a lot of and then ducking and chucking.
Yeah, on the other side.
Head button, clashing.
Yeah.
Dirty boxing.
Yeah.
Rabbit punching. Pushing and shoving.
Yep.
And Dillon Danis making saying some weird stuff in between. Like he did. Yeah. Oh man, he's gonna be drunk when he makes the walk.
But okay, so
yeah.
The question is, you said will he, when he makes the walk. The question I have is that people are, the conspiracy theories have been wild. Does Dillon even stand a chance? This is an easy fight for KSI. But here's the one that a lot of people are going to and is gaining a lot of traction. Will Dillon even make the walk? A lot of people saying Dillon's going to pull out of this fight.
Listen, I'll tell you why. Right, that's going to be a big fat no. He's not going to pull out, and I'll tell you why. How does this dude make money? What does he? You tell me right now. What does he do?
Bro,
Give me a source of income.
I have no idea.
Does he have one? What does he do?
Unless Elon Musk has got him on Twitter payroll for all the work he does, I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Is he like me? Is he like a jiu-jitsu instructor or something?
Could be.
Doing seminars?
Could be.
He could just be doing traveling seminars right now.
But
like,
let's be honest. How is that crazy money in the jiu-jitsu community? I don't know. Unless you're Gordon Ryan or somebody.
Exactly, and it's not even crazy money for those guys unless you have an online university. You're not making crazy cash.
Yeah, and Gordon's getting paid from winning fucking ADCC every year. He's doing combat jiu-jitsu, smacking guys up and then choking them. Like he's winning events. I don't know what Dillon's doing.
This is Dillon's Super Bowl, dude. Like this is he's been trying to get this type of thing his whole career. So this is the fight for him. I don't think it's like, why would he pull out? He's there to make money, to get paid.
Right.
He's not there to beat up Jake Paul because he's calling out everybody. Jake Paul, KSI, whoever the name is, I'll beat him. He was calling out, I think, Canelo, dude. He was right. He was calling out everybody. So he's just trying to make a walk, so he can get paid a bunch of money to do so. Yeah. Right. And unless he's got a lot, I don't know. He's got crypto. He's into NFTs or something like that.
Stop.
I don't know.
No, I think he is actually. That's the sad thing. He's like, Dillon does the thing on Twitter where he's like, hey, everybody retweets this, gets 5,000. I demand someone.
That's another reason why he definitely won't pull out, because that man will do anything for a bag. So he's definitely, if he's posting crypto stuff, he's definitely walking into that ring like, here we go, 10 gloves, I'm here.
Yeah, let's do it, KSI. I need someone to come forward and say they want a Dillon Danis giveaway, because I to this day don't know if he's ever done an actual giveaway. He says he's giving away money when something happens, and then mysteriously the tweet's gone. It is deleted. So, listen, I don't think Dillon's going to pull out of this fight either, unless some major circumstance happens where he gets injured again. It doesn't make sense. You're right. He needs to be in there. He has to make money some way. And this is the biggest bag. He's going to show
up drugged up if he's hurt, dude. He's going to show up on drugs.
he's going to drag that leg.
He's dragging a leg. It's going to be an amputee, dude. He's going to do everything he can to make sure he's in that ring.
You would have to think this is the biggest bag he's made for a fight. You'd have to think. By a large
margin. When was his last fight?
Against, what was the guy's name? He was 2-3 in 2019. 2019.
But this is what I'm saying. How does this guy? Where does he live? Where does he live?
Bro, he's in New York. He's in New York. I think that's where he's from.
He's roommating with a bunch of jiu-jitsu guys. I don't know. He's living in the dojo.
He's living in the gym.
He's living in the dojo.
Yeah, 100%.
He's upstairs.
100%. He's doing
That's what he's doing.
But listen, man, I agree. There's no way that he pulls out of this. But let's say he did. Let's say the nightmare scenario happens for KSI. Not the one he likes, but the complete opposite. Who's the replacement? Because Tyron Woodley, I don't think you can get him a replacement, because the deal already fell through for him to make this fight anyway. They were talking to T. Wood. I know that. I think everybody knows that at this point. They were talking to him. They wanted to make that fight happen. I talked to KSI when we were in Sheffield. He wanted that fight to happen. Like, it was never, let's play the field. He was like, Woodley. I want Woodley. And I guess with Logan falling out and maybe the funds changed and they couldn't offer Woodley, I don't know. I don't know what happened behind the scenes that made them go in a different direction, but I don't think now Woodley comes to the table, because the price would probably be more on late notice. So who else? Fournier?
I was going to say Fournier, but do you think my question is, do you think JJ would go to someone like Fournier, or would he reach into the community?
Yeah, elevate somebody from the card.
Would he elevate somebody? Would he, ask a temper? Would he ask us? Would he say?
We know that Slim's going to be on this card. That's what the word is, right? That Slim is going to be on this January card. So that would be a perfect scenario, right? Because Slim, if you're looking at it from the creator standpoint in the crossover scene, he's the next deserving guy for KSI right now. I would think, right? Like, he's won all these fights. He's around that weight class. And he's won tough fights and wants that shot at KSI. If you're going to pick someone from the creator scene, it seems like it'd be Slim. Makes sense.
It does make sense. It makes sense, man. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Does he do? Maybe this time around, because it's not Misfits 1. Does he not fill it in? Because he knows that the rest of the card will be okay. Does he just try to do what he did before? Because you can't do swarms and Pineda type thing again.
This time it has, and it wouldn't be KSI's fault that Dillon pulled out. It would not be. Just like it wasn't his fault that Alex did, right? It was. That's not anybody's fault. But you couldn't do a Pineda, a swarms. You would have to get him a legitimate guy, and it would just be one of those things where it's like, fuck, man, we're gonna have to bite the bullet, because we can't under-deliver for the opponent, because this needs to be his real test. This needs to be, okay, are we ready to make that next step up in competition?
Josh Bruckner.
Oh, shit. They do the WWE shit, and just Josh, because he just gets in the ring, just comes out of the curtain.
You know what I'm worried about? Honestly, I wonder if, because we know how confident JJ is.
Yep.
And we know he steers the ship, and I kind of get the vibe of like Hasim, where like Vitor pulled out and they're like, oh, Greg Hardy.
Yeah, we'll do whatever. Yeah.
And their whole team's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? Who was on your team, bro?
Where to where? Yeah, no, so I can see that.
A part of me worries where, obviously not Greg Hardy, but you know what I'm saying, where like, oh, let's just take him. This is this. It might bite off more than you should chew in that sense, in terms of where he's at in his
I agree.
preparation
that
for
could
Jake.
happen.
So I don't know.
I don't think
worries me.
I don't think it would come from KSI's team as much as it would come from KSI himself. I could see him getting frustrated, fed up with it, and being like, fuck it, just give me somebody. Feed me someone. And it being, like you said, I don't know, a Tyron Woodley, if they could just make the money work, or somebody on short notice that you don't want to be fighting on short notice. Even a Joe Fournier on short notice, 9-0 guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that he's even, if that's a plan or anything, but if Fournier came in, that would be a lot of risk for not a lot of reward.
it should be Salt Poppy, Slim, Temper.
Still fun fights. I think the people
You know
would
what
go
I mean?
nuts over
That's
that.
who it should be.
I
That's
agree.
who it should be.
I agree. Give it back to the community. But comment section, and it's probably not going to happen, almost impossible that it does happen, but if Dillon Danis somehow pulls out of this KSI fight, who is going to step in? Let us know.